Our parents are among the most pivotal people in our life. They teach us everything, right? Morals, values, right from wrong. They literally shape our minds and our personalities. But what if, at the age of 2, you witness your father torture your mother, tie her up, burn her with cigarettes, and then as she tries to escape out the window, shoot her dead? I want you to take a minute to look at the people around you. Look at the people around you, because we never know what somebody's dealing with when they walk around this world with their social mask on. This very scenario happened to someone in this audience. Erica's father shot her mother and served 20 years for the murder. He's now out of jail. He's a free man. What would you do? Would you want to confront the man who committed such a heinous crime? Who took your mother from you in such a brutal way? Erica's not sure what she should do at this point, and she's come to ask me for some help and some guidance. Take a look.
When I was 2 years old, my father murdered my mother.
Police say it started as a family disturbance.
My mom and dad had been separated for a couple months.
It ended with the shooting death of the wife.
My dad came over to our house with a gun. He came inside and he got my mother and he tortured her. He tied her up and put cigarettes out on her and burned her. I was there, my sister was there, and my grandparents were there. Everybody saw it. How did it stop? My mother ran into the bathroom and jumped out the window and shot her twice. And then she died in the front yard. My dad was arrested that night. He stood trial for murder. What hurts me is that I have no feelings, I have no memory, I have nothing of my mother. All I have is what people tell me and pictures that I see. About a year ago, I started getting these urges. Like my mom was coming to me and saying to me, my dad, your dad, your dad. And I felt like I needed to go see him for closure. And when I called the prison to get his address, I found out that he had been released. My dad has been out of prison for about 3 years now, and he lives in my town. Sometimes I wonder if he has driven by my house, or maybe even talked to me. Because if he did, I wouldn't know who he is, and I don't know what he would do. I would like to see my dad, to let him know what I went through. I'll never see my mother again, and I'd like to at least see one of my parents. If I could talk to my dad, I would ask him why he did what he did, why he made the decision for 2 children to grow up without a mother or a father. And I would also tell him that I think that he's a coward and that he's selfish. He has a second chance in life to do something for himself, and my mother doesn't. And he played God that day and took my mother's life. A part of me wants to forgive him, but how can I forgive somebody that treated my mother like that and did what he did to his children?
That was hard to watch. You want to come up, sit down and talk about this? That's the first time you've seen some of that news footage where your father's being cuffed and dragged to the car and all. What comes to mind when you see that?
I had to see that here, and my family acts, never speaks of this, acts like this has never even happened.
But it did happen, and he shot your mother 3 times with a 12-gauge shotgun.
And said it was an accident.
Yeah, 3 times it was an accident, right? Erica wrote to me because she wanted help confronting her father, so we put private investigator Harold Kopus on the trail.
We're going to Conroe, which is where Mark lives. We're going to go there and see what we can do to find Mark I've knocked on the apartment near here. No one's answered the door, so I'm just gonna have to wait till we see him. It's now a waiting game.
I want to know who you are.
Well,
Take your foot out of the door now.
Listen, your probation officer is fixing to revoke your right name.
I already know that. I already know I'm going back.
I can help you right now, because you sure as the devil don't want to go back into the joint.
Maybe I do want to go back to the
Well,
joint.
maybe you do, but you know, at least you can say you found somebody who's trying to help you out.
What does DrPhil have to do with this?
Well, Erica didn't know where else to turn. So.
I don't want to see my daughter.
Well, okay. Well,
Okay?
that
I killed her mother. I don't want to see my daughter.
I don't.
Do you
wanna
know,
give her
I got
a-
my drug addict. That's the help I need. You can't help me do that. Nobody
No,
can help
I
me. There's no
can't.
miracle cure for that. I'm a junkie.
I heard that today. I heard.
That's
it
the
from your
only thing
brother.
I need help with, and I can't stop doing it. And the only way to stop doing it is go back in that joint.
Listen,
Get in.
I'm gonna keep the door open for my safety. All right.
I have no weapons in here. She's not out there, is she?
No.
There's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can do. Why she wants to see me, I don't understand that.
You're her father.
Doesn't matter. I killed her mother. This was my worst nightmare, man. All in the joint. This was my worst nightmare. One of them kids would want to see me. You never want to know what it feels like to kill another person. You ask me what I got to say to Erica and Rachel. I have nothing to say. I don't know what to say. The whole thing has got me messed up.
Well, when's the last time you had two people knock on your door on the same day and offer you help? Answer me. Never?
I've never had that.
All right, well now you've got it.
Okay, now the risk is I take a chance of meeting Erica and maybe something good coming out of it, maybe not. What if something good does come out of it and they do send me back to the joint? Now I just did it again. I just got her back in my life and now I'm back in the joint. Now I've separated her twice.
Let me answer a few things that you've addressed straight up. Is it a betrayal to your mother and her memory and her legacy for you to talk to your dad? The answer, in my view, is no. It is not at all. What you have to do, and what I know your mother, any parent would want, is for you to do whatever you have to do to be happy, well-adjusted, and at peace in your life. And you can't talk to your mother. This man that is your biological parent is in this life and is in this world, and you're saying that you need to confront him, you need to ask him hard questions, you need to say things to him that you need to get out, right?
Right.
And do you feel that is something that will help you to get some closure on this so you don't have to read from this book of pain every day? Do you think that will help you to vent that and to say that to him?
I think it would help me a lot. I think if I just was able to just let him know what he's done to me and what he's done to my family. And just let him know, because I think he needs to know what he's done to his children. And I think that part of me thinks that if I can see him and talk with him, that'll be it. And then a part of me says, maybe, what if one day I want a relationship with him?
Yeah, that's a stretch for me. I mean, that's a stretch for me to see that happening, having seen him and knowing what this has done to you. It's a stretch for me to see you two having a relationship in the future, but that's not my decision, it's yours. You need to do what I call the minimal effective response, the least thing you can do that will allow you to get emotional closure. And it may be to tell him that he is no good, worthless human being. If that's what you need to say, then you need to say that. Whatever it is that you need to say that allows you to say, okay, I am through with you. I'm through with the pain. Then I do think that's what you need to do. And I want you to now tell me, because I'm working for you, if you want me to track him down, if you want me to do whatever I can to get him cleaned up and sobered up and set him before you, then you tell me that, and I will make every effort I can to bring that to pass.
I have a chance to help my father. And, I feel I can't help my mother. I can't help what happened to her, and I can't save her. But I feel that maybe I can save him and help him because he has a second chance and he needs to take advantage of that. Whether I forgive him or hate him or love him or not, he needs to do it for himself.
My next guest says that her daughter was taken from her home by her ex-husband when she was just 8 months old. Now, Cressy has not seen her little girl since and fears that she doesn't know the truth about what happened nearly 20 years ago.
I have a 19-year-old daughter named Darby that I have never met. Darby was 8 months old when my ex-husband came and took her. I heard my daughter screaming. I ran to the back porch. I saw my ex-husband grabbing Darby and my oldest daughter, Jolene. Jolene managed to pull away from my ex-husband, and he ran with Darby and put her in the car. All I could do was scream at him to bring her back. She wasn't quite able to call for mommy, but she had her hands out to me. We called the police, but they wouldn't charge him with anything because there was joint custody on Darby. He asked if he could have a couple days time with her and then I could go pick her up on the weekend. A couple of days later, I went to the apartment that we had shared and they had moved. I realized that he had taken her with the intent of me not seeing her again. I sat there and cried. I called everybody that might have any clue where he was. His mom was a very good ally for me. When she would hear something, she would call me. We would show up, he would be gone. I kept in contact with his mother, but then she passed away. I was pregnant, I was having complications. I was just unable to continue searching for her. My girlfriend would hear from Darby's dad occasionally, but she would never tell me where Darby was. The only other person that had contact with Darby was Lynn, my dad's ex-girlfriend, and she had told me that Darby wasn't quite ready to see me. After a couple of years, the only thing I could do was stay in the same town and keep my phone number listed should she ever try to find me.
My relationship with my little sister, I don't remember much of. I grew up wondering how Darby's life was, if she was happy, if she wondered about me.
A few months ago, my daughter said, "Mom, do you know Darby's on MySpace?" We looked up her profile, and there she was. I was able to look at her, see how beautiful she was, and learn a little bit about her, and almost see her just like as a real person and not just a memory anymore.
Well, you said that for the first couple of years, you looked for her very aggressively.
I did.
And that you tracked him to an apartment 5 or 6 times, but he would only stay there for like a month and then he would be gone?
With his mother's help. His mother actually helped me quite a bit while she was alive.
Okay, but if you found him 5 or 6 times and he was there for a month, how did you not?
By the time she called me and I would get out there to where he would be gone.
And you've watched some of this go on because you're older. You thought that she was trying to find your sister?
Right.
Well, we've been talking to Darby, and she has had the following things to say. She said, "I know that my mother is going to try and act like she was a perfect mom when she gets on national television as though she tried to look for me. It makes me sick." She doesn't believe that you've tried to look for her. "I don't owe her anything. I have absolutely no love for her. She abandoned me, and I've been dealing with that for 20 years, and I am done. I am done. I don't want to see her. I want DrPhil to nail my mom on what she has done and not let her get away with it. She is a liar. She did not try to find me." What do you say? Camera 3, right there. That's your daughter. She's on the other side of that lens right now. This is your chance to talk to her face to face.
Darby, I just want you to know, I do think about you every day. I have always thought about you every day. I tried what I feel is my very best to try and find you when you were younger. As you got older, I tried different methods to find you. I have talked to your grandma Lynn several times, even under the pretense of her arranging meetings with you in the last couple years. I don't want to take you away from the only family that you know. I don't want to do that at all. I just want you to know that there are other family that you have that do love you.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.